And here we are. We're here today to explore the world of 1604 Ubuntu. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. So to get things off to an interesting start, guys, I'd first like to say, well, my life has been pretty hectic, and unfortunately, the video schedule that I had has to go in the can for now. And that's kind of the reason why I'm doing this live stream today, because I absolutely have no video footage recorded, except for the Japan vlogs, to get edited, done, and up, because right now until probably about the middle of May, my life is just busy, and I just have to put YouTube down, you know. Other than that, I'm going to start uploading the videos probably whenever I just get them done, or whatever I get done. So the schedule, I'm sorry about it, I can't stay on schedule. It's just my life won't allow me to have some YouTube time. Darn. But today, I originally was going to have the Raspberry Pi 2 chat server, but unfortunately, I was unable to film it. So we're getting this today. And you know, what luck that, you know, we got a new Ubuntu release today. A new one. Yeah, a brand new spanking Ubuntu release. So if you got a beer, grab it. Cheers. Kanpai in some countries. And we'll go from there. Yeah. Okay. So anyways, now that we're done with the intro and what I wanted to say, we can move along here. I got some guests with me. Go ahead and say hi there, JD Hard 89 and Macro.
How's it going, live streamers?
How's everyone doing tonight? Hopefully everyone's doing well.
Well, that is a good thing. Oh, yeah. Okay. Right now, I've already got the live boot environment ready to go here for us. And I think we should get started here. This is an old Acer Aspire 7540-5750. It's got a AMD Therion dual-core processor in it, running at 2.2 gigahertz. This baby has ATI Radeon HD 4200 graphics, so yeah, it's a laptop.
Good luck.
Oh, you telling me I'm up for something? What's going on?
Let's just say that 16.04, they do not support ATI or AMD GPUs anymore.
Really? I don't know. I guess we're about to find that out when we get this installed on this machine. And got 4 gigabytes of memory, 500 gigabyte hard drive, which we're just gonna nuke and pave here and just wipe it out. It's got to go. The old laptop is, well, it's been sitting in a closet, and I had no use for it. And I'm like, oh well, maybe I could use it in the live stream, you know. And that's what we're gonna do. When I first turned it on, of course, I had to do some setting changes, so I just got the installer ready to go here. Just basic stuff here. We got a language selection to go ahead and continue and wait for it to think. And it looks like the installer hasn't changed much. We still get the option to install a third-party software right off the bat here. We'll go ahead and install that anyways. I might need it in the future. I don't know. We're about to find out. And we wait for it to just sit here and think for a while. And it's definitely thinking for a while. So laptop slow. Okay. Let's see. Install. The question is, do I want to keep my old Arch install? No, I'm going to go ahead and just nuke the whole thing. That Arch install was more of an experiment than anything else. So we're going to go ahead and install this as if we're installing it on a new machine. Yeah. Okay, it's going to auto-configure everything for me. We'll go ahead and just let it do its thing. Let's just pretend I'm some kind of noob. And, okay, it's asking us for a time zone. Is hell in here? H-E-L-L? Huh. Well, there's no place called hell, but let's see if it'll let me put it in there.
Pretend he's a noob. This guy.
Yeah. Pretend I'm a noob. I've never done this before, and then I'm doing it for the first time. All right. I live in the U.S., and it actually let me put Helen there for my location. Okay, we need a name. Okay, yeah. What should we name him? What should we name this computer? Or the guy?
Ubuntu.
I got it. I got the perfect name.
With a W.
Oh, shoot. I got the perfect
Is
name.
a little engine that could too long?
You know, I think I got one here. Oh no, I need that. Okay. Yeah. So, my name is on this computer is going to be Bill Gates. The computer name is going to be Microsoft, and the username is going to be called Sellout. And I'm going to have a little rant that I want to do during the installation here. It's probably creating this to me want to put something like that as a username in here. Okay, choose a password. Well, let's make it a secure one, shall we? Let's just do it all once.
Canonical sellout.
I'm just going to do
Well,
111.
Microsoft theme, Xbox One.
Oh, okay, good one. Our password will be Xbox. Oh. Okay. We're just going to have it log in automatically. And I believe now is, if I remember the installer corrector, it's going to start copying files. So, while we're waiting for this to do its thing, I kind of got a rant. I came to Linux to get away from Microsoft and Microsoft products. And then what did they do this year? What did they do? Just for some pocket change, they sold out to Microsoft, and I don't even think, Bash is even theirs to give to Microsoft, But no, Canonical decided, oh, guess what? We're gonna put Ubuntu, we're gonna give you our code. We're gonna let you run it on Windows 10. I just don't get it. It pisses me off.
It's a bunch of crap.
I'm sorry.
It's a bunch of crap.
And a part of me is like, well, what's next? What's next? Are they going to start putting, Windows 10 spyware into Ubuntu? You watch. That's what's going to happen. They obviously disabled Amazon for some reason. You guys got anything to say?
I'm going to play devil's advocate. I'm going to assume that there was really little to no money exchanged between Microsoft and Canonical. Canonical's being bankrolled by a billionaire.
Yeah,
and I'm
okay.
thinking the entire purpose of this is really for people in industry enterprise who are stuck in a Microsoft jail and aren't restricted to stuff like Sigwin that just only works half the time.
Well, why couldn't they, just allow, some corporations, they got to allow some Linux in the enterprise. They got to. Come on. You have to survive in this world today.
Not on the desktop end.
Exactly.
Well, okay, not on the desktop end, but so...
I really think this was put in there for sysadmins.
So who got the blowjob here? Did Canonical get the blowjob, or did Microsoft get the blowjob here?
I think Microsoft got the blowjob.
Okay, Microsoft got the blowjob?
Yes, Microsoft did. Microsoft did.
And I know a lot of people out there are like, oh, well, Linus Torvald would love this, but he originally said if Microsoft develops their app on Linux, not Linux, but their app, their bash onto Windows 10. I don't know. It just doesn't feel right anymore. I feel betrayed. I feel like Canonical has taken something, that is great in the Linux community. Don't they realize a lot of us, the reason why we're here on Linux is because we want to get away from the Microsoft. We want Microsoft to go fuck themselves. It's
we want the
my blood is boiling. It just boils over this, and it's just I don't know how to deal with it, man. That's why I have a drinking problem now. That's why I'm going to get pretty drunk, and we'll see if there's any spyware in this thing when I'm done installing it. So far, it's just installing, doing what it normally does. So, JD Hart, you said you were playing around with the. Did you play with the new release today?
I played with it a little bit. It just did not want to install on my machine, only because I have a Radeon card. I mean, it installed, but then I reboot, and there's nothing.
So you're telling me after I install this, I might be screwed?
Possibly.
Possibly? Okay.
And then I was looking at the reports for it, and I said, oh, it is a real problem. All right.
You know, someone in the chat brought up the situations is, how is updating Ubuntu to Ubuntu version? That's a good question. I'm probably going to find that out when I have to update Roy's computer, because, you know, at least on the Mate version. And we're going to play with Mate too after I get done screwing around with the main release. I guess some of the big hype I'm hearing about this thing is we can move that launcher. I don't know how yet, but I guess we're going to figure out how to move that launcher.
I guess it's Microsoft saying, ha ha, it's not going to work for you.
Yeah, go ahead and install Windows 10, which is... no, thank you.
Which is a total fucking nightmare.
Thank you. No, thank you. I'll stay away from that.
I was part of the Insider program. My God, when I first saw the first preview, I just said, what the hell is this shit?
So, Macro, have you had a chance to play with it yet today?
Just as you started the live stream, threw up a live session on my laptop on the side here, just moving the menus around, seeing if I could make it usable for my needs, and I got it. So I'm actually installing it as we speak.
Are you doing the Mate version or the...
Yes.
Okay, so you're on a different version, which we'll probably jump to later.
It was basically, as long as I could invoke a menu to launch apps using the super key, I was good to go, and I got that.
Oh, they fixed that. See, I haven't figured out how to move this launcher yet, but I'm gonna wait till it installs, and then I'll start screwing around with it and see what happens. Yeah, why would they need Ubuntu code? Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's something really shady going on here. And I don't like it.
Okay, here's what happened. Microsoft tried to develop their own Linux version to integrate into Windows. That failed, so they turned to Canonical because they already had something well developed that they could just implement very easily, and it would be virtually seamless. So Ubuntu Core is what they have running inside Windows 10 now. It was just basically Microsoft failing, being lazy or something, and they just decided
especially when they know that they've completely lost they've lost the server market. They're, you know, you can't compete against that. So okay, we're gonna put it on our platform. So the IT boys over here can that have IT policies that only allow Windows on their workstation, Windows only, because the person who's in operations or HR just doesn't get what they need, you know? Doesn't make any sense to me.
In my opinion. Go ahead, Micro.
Well, what really threw me for a loop was about a month ago, Steve Ballmer, former CEO of Microsoft. This is the guy known in the past for calling Linux an open source cancer, said, quote, Linux is great. And it was just about how they're actually starting to embrace it and admit that they've been using it on the back end for their cloud services, Windows Update services, all of that.
Okay. So even then, they're sneaking it into their operations. Your Windows updates are probably coming off an Ubuntu server.
Interesting.
They couldn't even steal free software correctly. Okay, well... The screen just went black. Oh, somebody forgot to plug in the power. Oops. We might have to restart that. Like I said, there's always a live stream. This may take longer than usual. That was stupid. I forgot to plug in the power adapter for the laptop. So we're starting over, folks.
All right, time to stop the stream and start over. I'm
kind of curious. Let's see what happens when I'm just going to pull out the USB. Oh, wow. Okay.
It has
I'm
about half
kinda
the OS installed.
Well, I think it finished copying files, so I'm just kind of curious to see what happens when it boots up to here. See if it does anything. I'm just kind of curious. Well, it's giving me a purple screen. Because it was really close to finishing just before it got cut off. Well, we've got the Ubuntu welcome logo. We'll see what happens when the power dies when you install Ubuntu. I'm just kind of curious.
And now Craig in the chat talks about game support, Linux support. It's getting better every day. Valve, Steam, they're making a lot of efforts toward that. Virtually any game made on Unity Engine and Unreal Engine have Linux support, or at least potentially have that. You can always join communities and just try to reach out to developers to demand Linux support. And that's happening a lot on Valve every day. Even older commercial games, big blockbuster games, are getting ported every day. It's getting there.
It's starting to get there, yeah. Well, I'm getting a black screen, and let's see if I have a mouse yet. Because sometimes it likes to... Well, it is getting a video signal to the black magic, so let's go ahead and change the settings to where it likes it. 1080p 60i is where it's at. And what are we getting? Still a black screen over there. Okay. It's good to know. Good to know. So
Did you just say the black magic likes 1080 60i?
I know. That's why I'm going to try next time. I'm going to go VGA to HDMI and see if that gets rid of my interlace problem with this thing. And right now I'm going to say, well, no, it didn't go. So let's go ahead and try this again. And hopefully the battery don't die on me this time.
Well, if it's plugged in, it shouldn't.
No, I was setting things up for the live stream, and I'm like, oh yeah, I got the power adapter out of the closet and got it right next to the power plug, and I'm like, remember to plug that in before you go. Oh, and I forgot.
Third world problems.
I know. So if your battery dies while Ubuntu is installing, yeah, the OS started to boot, but it made it to a black screen. And I wanted everything to go smoothly. Of course, it's got to do it when you're live, right? And that was another thing. The OS didn't. Well, I wasn't paying attention. It probably was giving me a warning, low battery, wasn't it?
Speaking of low battery, my vape died. Damn it.
Yeah, I'll probably be vaping a lot tonight if this... Alright, looks like we're getting somewhere here. Let's go ahead and attempt to do this again, shall we? Except I want to install... Let's move you over here a little bit. Install Ubuntu. So... I'm wondering, now you talking about because I'm wondering if part of my problem was that video problem I was having earlier.
The 1080i thing?
No. You were talking about the ATI Radeons have an issue with it.
Yeah, I was reading articles about that, and they said the FGLRX updates is not even... there's no Xorg on there anymore. They got rid of it.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and elaborate a little bit more?
You have to get the actual AMD driver from AMD. And some people have said that doesn't even work.
Well, the thing is, AMD has dropped support for any cards older than their 5X generation for several years. And that probably trickled down to FGLRX.
And I have the 6000 series.
And that's still not working.
This is a 42,000, so... Because after I did reboot, I don't know if it's because it didn't finish the last step there, or I am experiencing what you were trying to warn me about.
We shall see, Anthony. Because when I saw that on forums, I just said, "Are you kidding me right now?"
Well, yeah.
Luckily, I made a dual partition on one hard drive. I'm good. I got rid of it.
Didn't like it, huh?
Yeah, it just
Hasn't
did not work
Ubuntu been on System D for quite a while now?
Yeah,
I
but
think
this
it's
would be the first LTS with it.
Oh, yeah, you got a point. You got a point there. Oh, okay, I'm just getting caught up in the comments there. So here we go, reinstalling. Remember to plug in the power adapter when you install. Tip number 1. I guess if it doesn't happen live, then it doesn't give any, I guess, the stream something, substance or something, you know?
Like my rage.
So, Macro there, how you enjoying, how's your install going on your end?
I've been talking in a chat too much. I haven't been able to finish my partitioning because I gotta fraction it out a little differently.
Okay, well, hey, my battery died, so I'm winning the race here for install.
Well, you already knew that laptop was gonna try your patience, and then that's gonna happen.
Yeah, one of the most simplest things in the world, right? We need System D to start System D.
But who starts the System D that starts System D?
It's like, what came first, the chicken or the egg?
Chicken, obviously. Egg can't survive on its own. I hate that question.
I know. It always boggles my mind. I can't think about it.
It's like, oh, if a tree falls in the forest, does it make a sound? Well, yes. Deal with it.
You just never hear it.
It's like, oh yeah, the tree, whether it makes a sound, is completely dictated by your presence there. Sure.
Yeah, because all the animals see it and they run. The birds fly away.
I don't mean to make us go too far off the rails here, but yeah, I feel like waxing philosophical from time to time, or tell people how full of shit they are about it.
Yeah, I like it.
So my brother texted me earlier today. He said he's recompiling his kernel. He has one of those HP Stream, they're kind of netbooks, has a 32 gig SSD on it. He said he didn't have enough space to recompile his own kernel because apparently doing that creates about 15 gigabytes of files temporarily. So he actually had to do it on an external flash drive.
That is insane. What kernel was he going to, the most recent release?
I think so. I think he's running Linux Mint Debian, and he was just he likes running a real-time kernel for, I think it has some benefits, so he just always custom compiles his own.
Well, as an Arch user, every time there's a kernel update, it's an interesting battle. Because you have to restart, not all of them, but some of the modules. Like, I don't get why the new Linux kernel disables the module for MIDI keyboards. It's disabled by default, and it used to be enabled by default. So one day I'm screwing around with it, trying to make some tunes, and of course, no, the MIDI device cannot be found. And I'm like, oh, simple as the module is just not loaded, and it. See, I hate it when they take away something that I use, thinking that other people are not going to use it by default. Well, of course, yeah, most people are not, but I always happen to be that one. We're going to remove something and remove it.
They could at the very least take some example from Windows and treat some of the modules like Windows drivers that leave them dormant there but activate them when said device is plugged in, making you not have to jump through hoops to enable it, set your own blacklist for modules and all that.
Yeah, good point. You know what? Do they make a GUI program that actually would let you enable and disable modules on the fly?
You know, I'm sure there's one out there.
I never thought of it, but that would be really nice. Because then if you got a module you're just not using, turn it off, you know?
I can imagine someone with a synaptic-like interface that would do that. That would be wonderful.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to name my computer the same thing it was previously. Linux is love, Linux is life.
It's a good name. I decided not to go crazy with the naming convention this time. I figured if I'm going to redo it, I think I just named it Dude.
Linux Mint, from freedom came elegance.
Yeah, might have to stick around with that Mint. Especially now that Canonical's over there, you know, giving blowjobs to Microsoft.
I'm sticking with Mint all day long.
For me, as a daily driver, I'm still going to be pretty much the Arch guy. I'm really settled into it, and I'm so involved now, and especially now that I'm a maintainer of a couple of packages in the AUR, it's like, I have to be here. Woo. No, I don't have to be here, but, you know, I'm maintaining the packages, so that's how far Arch Linux has sucked me into its world.
Holy crap, dude.
Tell me about it. And when something breaks or something goes on, trust me, my email box fills up. Oh, yeah, you know, this package, the download link changed again. It's like, oh. And they don't even, it's instantly as soon as it breaks.
Wow.
And sometimes, you know, it hits me in a situation. Well, I'm currently in Japan at the moment. Yeah. And I'm able to get to a PC and fix the issue at the moment.
Yeah, it's just not going to work, especially when you are across the pond.
You know, someone in the chat had an interesting question. Can you run GUI apps via SSH session?
It depends on what you consider a GUI app.
Well, it's kind of interesting. I can't remember. I think they call it exporting, but it can be done. It was at last year's Linux Fest. They actually demonstrated some guy. He was SSHing into. It was a guy from Mozilla. He was SSHing into his server by, you know, the command line, and he was able to X forward his Firefox session through the SSH connection and display it as an X window on the client machine. It was kind of neat. One of those panels, you know, I kind of forgot about because it was about a year ago, but I do know it's possible.
Oh crap, Grub installation failed.
Oh wow, we're off to a good start, aren't we?
But so far. Crap. So we're both having to redo shit here.
Now, how does the Grub
Well, this is a newer laptop, so it has EFI, and I'm wondering if that's something to do with it, because it says Grub EFI AIM64 signed package failed to install into root.
What?
So you're using a laptop, right?
Right.
Yeah, we're both using to the tops. Except my laptop is well over. See, I think I bought this thing back in 2010, so it's a 6-year-old laptop.
I have an EFI laptop. If you go into BIOS, is there an option to have EFI and Legacy OS enabled?
I think I already do. I'm going to have to check that again.
Yeah, because at least all the ones that I've worked on and that have it, you just disable it. Because I think my main rig, it also has that as well, and I just disable it.
I was able to run regular Ubuntu 15.10 just fine with EFI, though. I'm just wondering if it's having a hard time overriding something.
You know, that's kind of funny because Mark, I think he's in here. Mark was having an issue with that, where he had Ubuntu on it, and then he tried to install Linux Mint, but it wouldn't let him overwrite the bootloader, you know, the master boot record for some stupid reason.
That's why they have Gparted on there.
And if I remember, it was your suggestion, JD, that fixed the problem. All right, or we're restarting here. Let's see what happens. Probably should pull out. Well, I'll wait to pull out the USB stick. Just yank that sucker right out of there. Okay, remove it and press enter. Okay. All right, looks like a reboot and we got a purple screen. Anything going through the capture card? No, just a black. And that's what I see on the laptop too. Come on, baby.
I can't believe you're beating me. You know the specs on this damn laptop of mine? This isn't fair.
I'm only, well, you know, 2.2 gigahertz. I mean, it's smoking. Yep. It's doing the system clean on the system D crap that it normally does. How much hard drive? How much hard drive space is this thing? And it says about 8 gigs.
Well, okay, Ubuntu Mate quoted me about 8 to 9 gigs.
Yeah, because it does need breathing room. That's for sure. The hard drive light's going psycho over here. Okay, we've got a desktop, but I need to configure it real quick. So first of all, we're going to see how easy it is to change settings. Display. I want display settings real quick. We need to change the resolution for the capture card.
Slow graphics.
It's just right now it's kind of slow in general. Built-in display.
That's what happened with my desktop.
Of course, this is only a dual core. It's not a 6-year-old laptop. It's not very smoking. Okay.
Sadly, your laptop is the same age as my desktop.
And apply those settings. Keep this configuration. Let me go over to OBS real quick and change a setting over here. Because we're only streaming at 720p, so I might as well have the resolution at the same. There we go. All good to go. Okay, let's see. What am I thinking here? What's going through my mind right now? With this laptop screen, it looks very, very shiny. What do we got up at there at the top? Calendar. Calendar feels kind of great, but I think, is that the right time? No, it's not the right time. Because I didn't set any locale settings. Let's see if we're getting a sound of this thing. I'm not sure if audio is coming through. It'd have to go through the HDMI cable. And that is currently going through OBS, so I do not hear it. Okay, it looks like on the side here, they still give us Firefox. What version of LibreOffice is in here? 5? Okay. I don't mind 5. It's a newer version. Oh, I forgot about this with Ubuntu. There's no menu bars. It's up here. They copied Mac here. Look at this. I don't like this. I don't like this. Where I have to hover over here just to get file edit view. I like it in the app, the actual app below it, because when you go to resize the oh man, I don't like that either. I do not like this. I do not like that, the way it does that. Because if I'm like, multitasking, I want a window over here and another document. Oh wow, those are slow graphics. And another document on the other side of the screen. I have to go to the top of the screen just to get to these options. So that's where, yeah. And in my mind, I know this is different, but having the close, minimize, and large button backwards here it's unnatural. At least to my brain, it feels really unnatural. And just to get things straight, the last time I have used a Ubuntu official release is at least from, I think, version 11.4. And I think, was that the one where they went Unity?
I think so.
Yeah, because when they went Unity, that's when I was like, oh, I don't like this anymore, and I left.
Last version I used was 12.
Okay, let's see what the file open dialog looks like. It feels pretty much the same. Okay. See, my mind just wants to go over here. Oh no. I just want to close you. Close. Thank you. All right, let's see what the file manager looks like.
A new email has arrived to your inbox.
Well, thank you, Mark. I really needed to know that. Okay. Do you know offhand what file manager Unity uses?
I think it's an old version of Nautilus.
Really, it's that old?
It's really slow. They've taken a lot of features out.
Yeah, it feels pretty dumbed down. I can't open tabs. See, I've been on Monte so long. It's like I can't open tabs up here.
But Quidsup, he just completely replaced it with Dolphin for that very reason.
Yeah.
You just multi-tab and everything.
Okay, so the file manager is, well, it's a file manager. Oh, that was kind of weird there. And yeah. Okay, let's Software Center. I've heard rumors that they changed this. Yeah, this is definitely totally different. Totally different. Why would it show me apps to install that are already installed? Okay, that's really cool. I guess if you wanted to re-download this app, you can just go ahead and launch it, I guess. And it's just transmission. That's it. Okay.
Deluge. That's what I'll use all day.
Qubit torrent.
And yeah. So let's just say, this is to say I've never done this before and I want to play a game. Well, I go to the games section and what's featured is already installed. So why are they there? Why? Can anybody explain that to me? Okay, well, I go to all. I get the same options. We'll try board. Oh, I get one option. Card. I think I'm starting to see a pattern here with this thing.
It's already broken.
Well, not broken. It's pointless. Why? If I was a new user and I just randomly clicked on games and it just tells me everything that's available for download is already installed, I mean...
Sounds like Microsoft all over again, right?
Yeah. Oh, and of course they got the old Amazon in here, so they're still making deals with Amazon still. Which, yeah. So it opens Ubuntu web browser. Network error. Oh, that's right. I'm not connected to any network here. Duh. All right. Somebody says install the video driver. Let's see how much of a challenge that is. Okay. Now, do they still? They where do they have it? Do they still have it under? I don't even see the option for extra drivers in here anymore.
You don't have the thing online, so yeah, no, you can't say anything in the Software Center. The chat is making a good point.
Yeah, good point. And if I'm going to install video drivers, I bet you I'm going to need network, aren't I?
Yep.
Dang it.
I figured out the issue out on my first install.
The only option I got was only for the microcode, and that was it. Under the driver manager, all I got was microcode.
Yep. Probably are going to have to go out of your way on it. Manually apt-get install the drivers somehow.
Oh yeah, this laptop's old. It still has a modem. You don't plug it in there. Okay. All right, it's getting an IP address now. All right, thank you.
So yeah, I figured out my issue. Basically, my partition layout is I have an SSD and a terabyte hard drive in this laptop. So I basically install root, a tiny bit of swap space on the SSD, and mount my home partition to the hard drive. The thing is, on any other Linux distribution installer, if you, whatever drive you put root as, your boot partition will normally be there too. But in the installer on Ubuntu, you have to specifically pick your bootloader drive, and I didn't do that.
Well, yeah. That would definitely confuse it there for a little bit.
I don't remember having to do that last time. That is definitely different.
Another thing that the new version of Ubuntu has is the ZFS file system.
Yeah, I understand the hype behind it. I don't think I would have a use for the file system myself, personally, especially in a home.
I don't think any of us are running exabyte-sized volumes that'll take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Or any huge databases, mail servers, any of that.
No. Just home stuff. I mean, I guess if you wanted to create like a video serving server for your house, yeah. Maybe.
Flex.
Okay, so let's see. I am using processor microcode firmware for AMD CPUs from AMD Microcode. It's proprietary. So you said this is where you ran into issues. Let's see what happens.
That's all I got was the microcode and nothing more. There's no drivers for the GPU whatsoever.
So you won't be able to accelerate. It even comes up as unknown. This device is not working. That's good to know.
See, it's already broke.
Yes, I do know about the tool. Okay, well, I did connect some internet, and I don't... Okay, now it changed, finally. Okay. Now, let's just say if I was a random dude and I wanted to install a new game. Okay, yeah. Super Tux Kart. It's a messed up game. But it's actually fun. Neverball. Okay, so let's just say I want to play this 3D arcade Neverball game here. Just go ahead and install that. Enter our secure password. So they put it over there. Size is calculating. Actually, I think somebody was saying how much size this thing uses. So let's check out. You know what? Where's the dang terminal? I'm sorry. I need it. Let's see. On the main one. So after install, it used about 3.8 gigabytes. So we'll say roughly around 4 gigabytes after install. To answer your question earlier. Okay.
So, Eric, you're asking about that microcode. Sorry to interrupt you, Anthony.
No, go ahead. Answer his question.
Well, the microcode update is actually, it is somewhat of a firmware update for the processor. We can totally hear that.
Is it coming through the OBS? Or is it coming through my laptop?
It's coming through. All I know is it's coming through Mumble.
Oh, that's right. You're on that microphone, so you're closer to the. You're closer to the. Yeah, it was coming from the laptop.
Oh, that was
speakers.
through the laptop speakers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Which I'm gonna see if I can pump that through.
But no, interesting thing about microcode. There was a Pentium anniversary edition Intel put out last year, and people would take that and it would overclock the living hell out of it. And through a microcode update, they were able to disable the overclocking feature on it because they didn't want people to use their cheapest processor for overclocking purposes.
As a company, they want more money.
So yeah, that's exactly why those microcode updates are normally disabled by default, because it's supposed to be an opt-in thing for potential firmware updates on your CPU that you might lose features instead of gaining them.
Okay, let's see what this game's all about. What was that one I was just on? It looked interesting.
Throw the game on there that I had you download, Anthony.
I'm gonna guess this is kind of. Oh, this is weird. Okay, use the mouse and it tilts the landscape, and you try to get it on the target, I believe. Maybe. Huh. This would definitely be a time-wasting game. Oh, this is actually kind of... Well, I'm on a trackball mouse, so of course it's going to be a little bit more trickier. How do I stop it? Stop it. Stop it. Come on, get the goal.
My install crashed again.
Really?
Damn it.
Okay, well, I've had enough of that game. I've had enough of that. Okay, what else should we explore here? So, the video drivers finish.
I might just have to go back to basic mode. UEFI is failing me right now.
This device is using an alternative driver. Okay. Cool. All right.
I don't know what the deal was with mine. It was just weird.
Well, everything feels okay. I mean, the capture card has done some weird glitches on it, but that's not happening here on the laptop. It's happening through the connection somewhere. So I heard you can move this launcher. Is it just you just drag it? How do we move this thing? Do they still have
Apparently you could only do it through a terminal command. They were eventually going to add it to the Unity tweak tool. I don't know if they have yet.
That's probably not installed, is it?
There's no easy, obvious way to do it from what I could tell.
You know, let me go to the shop here. I'm just curious if it's in there. The tweak tool. Just tweak.
Okay, take 3. Disabled UEFI.
All right. No, that's GNOME. No, that's Tweak Advanced for GNOME 3 settings. That can't be the right one. Oh, there it is. Unity. You said it's that one, right? Tweak tool.
Yep.
Yeah, a game like that would be just fine on a tablet. For a mouse, no. No, no, no. Okay, let's go ahead and launch that. Oh, it's actually the first option in here. It says launcher. What options do we got? We got auto hide on or off, fade and slide, transparency levels, transparency colors. So if we want to make it, I don't know, blue. See, the only problem with that, the blue doesn't match with the rest. Yeah, the rest of the theme. Which I'm gonna have to check out. I wonder how the theme settings are in here. Primary desktop. Ah, there we go. Yeah, it's already in the Unity tweak tool already, and it puts it at the bottom. And can I resize it? Okay, yeah, I can. Because that's just taking up way too much screen real estate. See, I like this. At least I can go left. Can I go right? How come I can't put you to the right? What if I wanted you on the right? Because I actually do like my launchers
yeah,
on,
like manga
on the
style.
right. I like them on the right. That's actually where I keep my docks, is on the right. Not much on the bottom use of it. Wonder if I have to restart for that video driver to act better. I'm just curious if it would help the capture card a little bit. Let's searches panel. All right. Well, let's just try to color up this operating system. Is it under themes? See what kind of themes we got. No, maybe it's under appearance. Yeah. All right, what kind of appearance settings? We got background settings. Ooh, yeah, the customization is great with this OS, man. I miss Mate already. Launcher icon size, appearance, yeah. Behavior.
And X-Mate Mate for the win.
This is why I left Ubuntu years ago. Is they keep removing key functionality to make the OS more customizable without having to install a bunch of stuff. You go to the appearances in Mate and it's you could change almost everything. Yeah. I don't even think you can change a theme with this thing, can you? I don't even see any options for themes in here. I bet you have to do that with the tweak tool too, don't you?
Everybody just go to Noob's Lab. That's where you can find a whole bunch of themes.
Let's see what's high contrast is. Okay, that's a little better. I can't stand dark themes though. I'm a bright person. I don't, well, ignore the shirt. Hashtag nice shirt. Okay. Let's see. We got icon sets in here. It's probably the same ones they've had for white glass system. Cursors. Yeah, they do got my white glass. I love white glass. And fonts. And I don't really play with that. Does anybody usually change the font settings? I do on my computer. I have the Donkey Kong font on my Archbox as the default font for text, and it's pretty wild. Strangely much, my videos weren't showing up in the ABO box list. I don't know what that means. Under launcher. Okay, DF configure. I forgot about that one. I did forget about that one. Okay, so I've tweaked this thing, and I don't like this. I don't. He said, okay, it's probably going to be in that editor, isn't it? It's going to be in that editor. Let's see if it's installed. Okay, let's go back. Decon. Okay, let's go ahead and install that. And every time you install an app, it looks like it keeps adding it to the bottom launcher. Or, well, the launcher panel anyways.
Yeah, it does that by default. It's pretty annoying.
Yeah. Because I probably wouldn't want every app down there, but I guess for the sake of this, it makes it easy to find. And I think with this editor, I should be able to move the menus that off of there, if I remember correctly. Oh, yeah. I don't. What do you say? Publish all my videos to the subscribers. A lot of people don't know that we as uploaders have that option. We can choose whether or not it goes to the subscribers or not.
Yeah, instead of clicking publish, you can keep it private for now.
Yeah, there's some videos, especially when I do it through Patreon, once it's published through there, and then it just goes public on the thing. Yeah, the notifications don't go out that way, like they should. And you can turn them off completely. Which there's been a few videos that I have uploaded recently that, yeah, I haven't published to the subscribers. They're there, but they're not going to show up in your subscriber list. I'm not a native English speaker. Get me drunk enough and I'm not a native English speaker either. Okay, did this thing install or what? Because it still says install in the... Okay. That's... Is it under here? I'm trying to remember where this is at. Dig around a bit. Okay.
My question is, does Compiz run on 16.04?
Well, I'm looking at it here, and there's an option for Compiz right here. I don't know if it's installed or not. Let me check real quick. That's a good question.
You probably have to go through Synaptic Package Manager just to get it.
I know I had Compiz crashes on 15.10, so I doubt this has changed. It's still Unity 7.
Well, what's interesting is since 15.10 on Mate version, they include it by default. Oh, there we go. They're giving us the fusion icons and the the settings manager.
But you have to go into desktop settings just to change it.
Oh, you're right, because you got to change it to your default. Yeah, of course.
That way you can enable the wacky effects.
Yeah, that was one thing I missed when they went to Unity and they got Compass was really neat. I don't know why that's what I mean. Every time it seems like every release I'm turned down because they keep stripping it and stripping it and stripping it and saying, well, we're trying to make this, I guess, for the average viewer. But, I'm trying to install this on an old laptop. I mean, do you need to make the icons ridiculous big? Am I touching the screen? I can't touch the screen.
Now, unless you're blind, and then you can turn it into Windows XP style wallpapers.
Yeah. So far, my initial impressions, I'm not liking the environment. I know for maybe, it's kind of funny. My dad likes this. I don't.
I don't like it either.
I just can't like this interface. I don't like this desktop environment. I just don't. All right. It's got a default browser in it. Why do we need that? Because it comes with Firefox. And what version of Firefox is this coming loaded with? Just out of curiosity, I'm kind of curious on that. Okay. So let me change that guy. Okay. And help about. Okay, it's running 45.0.2, and I can't remember what they're up to. Let me just check my main system. Okay, so they're up to date on Firefox at least. Out of the box. I mean, for today.
That's surprising.
Yeah.
Normally, when you install a new release, sometimes you get outdated packages.
Yeah. Change our background. What are we looking for here? Let's do that. Okay. So changing settings. Yeah. Unless you know to go for the tweak tool. Yeah. I couldn't use this on a daily basis. I just couldn't.
At least Ubuntu tweak tool was updated.
Yeah, I mean, I like the look of it. I mean, like I said, the last time I saw this thing had to be a couple years ago. Let's see, we got panel options in here. Clock settings, calendar. Why do you need a tweak tool to customize the desktop? Why isn't this already a part of the operating system?
Exactly.
Why? Why is it a second option? That's what I don't like.
Now with Mate, like Mint Mate, you don't even have to have a tweak tool. You can just do it.
Yeah, the options are there for you. Boy, I've been away too long. So I think it's time to switch it over to Mate, because that's actually what I want to put on this machine. So let's get the USB stick in there and format that sucker. No disks. And we're going to the 64 gigabyte. Change ISOs. And we want to restore disk image. Open to Mate. Open. And restore that one.
You're using Disk Manager, it sounds like.
Yeah, I love this tool. Okay. Well, that one does its thing. I am going to take a whiz, and you guys want to keep them entertained, because I'm just curious. Actually, before I go, I want to see if changing the video driver has changed that tweaky mouse effect. So let's go ahead and restart. See, and that's another thing. I customize this thing, and of course my panel. Colors are already out of whack. I'm all over the place. My flower in the background. Yeah, it's just I'm having a hard time with this thing.
Adds to the wacky effects.
Hey, it works. Whatever floats your boat, right?
Yep.
So far, I've been away from Ubuntu since, let's see, 12, 13, 14, 16. Yeah, so what is that? 5 releases? And it still hasn't gone. Like the first time when when they were back on GNOME 2, it's not having this wow factor anymore. It really feels like this is definitely something I put on grandma's computer. Load this on here. There's not too many options. You can't screw it up too much. Maybe, because sometimes giving people too many options is too much. See if the video still tweaks out on us. Let's see if this is let's see, window shaping. I don't know, snapping, spread, hot corners, placements, overview, cursors. Yeah, I see the video still screws up on the capture card. Interesting. I'll have to keep that in mind for the series that I'm going to be recording soon. Try to come up with a different way of doing this. All right. You know what? Is that Mate thing done yet? Because I need to take a break real quick, guys. You guys there?
Yep.
Still here.
I got to take a restroom break real quick, and then we're going to switch over to Mate because I've had enough Unity. I can't take any more of it. I'm serious. I don't like it. Unity is still a piece of crap. It's a piece of trash. I don't like it. And I can't get... I'm wiping this off this machine, and I'm getting
for power users, it's not for us.
No, it's not. I don't like this.
That being said, I liked it.
At first,
because I like single full screen apps. That's what it seems like it's completely designed for.
Yeah.
It's not for multitasking at all.
No, I don't like this. Definitely a grandma's thing.
They don't like wacky effects.
Yeah. See, can't even find that. Okay. I'm gonna take my bathroom break real quick. So if you guys are wanting to keep answering questions in the chat, and I'll come right back in a minute.
My install worked.
Yay!
All it took was disabling UEFI. Who knew? Which worked for the last 2 Ubuntu versions I was running on this system, and now something different in 16.04 has broken that. Who knows?
I think EFI should be mandatory by default for newer OSs. Or backwards compatible with it. Don't get me wrong, I love EFI. It's quick.
It's not quick enough for me for the potential damage it can cause later on. Just how closely it ties everything. It's just... I don't fully trust it.
It's like with Windows, God forbid I'm saying it, Windows in the EFI BIOS, it all ties in together like you said. It has to keep a page file just to boot off of. It has to store that page file so it can boot up fast, really fast.
Whew, much better. It looks like my USB stick is done, so I can take it out of the other machine.
We have someone in the chat from Argentina.
That's a long ways. At least from where we're at. And, all right, need a USB stick. All right, let's see what happens when I plug this in here. Give me the nuke and pave option. Oh, okay. It wants me to do nothing. I guess that's the only option I get. Okay. Now, we're going to go with the one I really want to put on this system. Let's go ahead. And I have to admit, though, the shutdown does look pretty. The shutdown looks pretty. That's about it. Germany. Wow.
Welcome to my nationality.
Well, but you're American, right?
Yes, but I'm of German descent.
That's true. It's kind of funny
I'm
because when I first went to Japan, I'm like, how do I fill out this customs form? As I was confused because it's asking me like my nationality. Do I put Italian on that thing? No, you actually have to put American on there.
Yeah, they're not that specific, aren't they? Just normally Caucasian or other.
No, you write whatever's in the passport, and in the passport, it's it says United States of America. So you're American. That's your nationality is whatever's on the passport.
I keep seeing more videos of Japan. It's just mind-boggling.
And I need to... What's the signal coming through on the capture card now? Back on the 1080i. Okay. Let me fix that real quick. Okay. Okay. Besides from a background change right now, this installer looks exactly the same, except it just has Mate on it. I was actually surprised how early this came out. You said it came out yesterday and it was hiding in a folder, huh?
Yeah, I think late yesterday, about 11 o'clock. Not sure which time zone, but yeah, it was definitely yesterday.
Yeah, I want to mention a few things about the differences between Unity and Mate. For me, I like the Mate because it has a more power user friendly experience.
Definitely. All I use on my Archbox. I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay.
By the way, what kernel does your Archbox have on it now?
I don't know. It updates every time I update. So I don't even
I
pay...
have 4.5.2 now.
I don't even pay attention to what version I have anymore. I just know it updates all the damn time. I can reinstall... This is interesting. I'm using a different version of Ubuntu, but I'm using Ubuntu Mate, and it gives me the option to reinstall Ubuntu 16.04. That's interesting.
I've had that happen to me too.
I'm wondering if Unity would still be there or not. But you know what? I don't feel like screwing with it right now. But that's a boredom thing for later. That's kind of interesting.
Actually, it just gives you two different partitions.
Well, this isn't alongside. It says reinstall. So I'm guessing it would just. I'm guessing it would just detect it. And since this one is going to be the actual install on this machine, I'm going to be a little bit more serious with this one. Just because this is what this machine is going to be. Yeah, I can leave that. That's just fine. Just fine. Just fine. Let's go ahead. I don't really like to have a password anyways. We'll still do it simple for now. Oh. That's different. Now, during the installation, you have to enable numlock on first. It's not automatically enabled. Interesting. See, I notice small little things like that. They drive me nuts. All right, there we go. At least bring this down and get a little terminal in there. Okay, what is this doing? I'm gonna... How about KDE? I'm not a big fan of KDE. KDE is... I don't know. It's just too pretty for me. Way too pretty. What about you guys? What do you think of KDE?
Nah.
Nah, that's it?
It's a little too much eye candy.
Yeah.
Not efficient. I like something more minimal. I really like the Mate look.
I agree with Macro.
Now, what about XFC? I can never say that one right. The mouse one.
XFC's really become its own beast, but it looks a lot like OS X these days. Taskbar at the top, dock at the bottom.
True.
I don't hate it. For lightweight, I really prefer LXDE.
See, I'm not the only one that doesn't like it. Ubuntu. Now that one's the low range one, isn't it? Go on older hardware.
That and Ubuntu.
Because that old laptop, I still don't know what I'm going to put on that thing. Maybe I'll use that as the arch. Oh, I don't want to spoil that show that's coming. Yeah, I'm going to be when I get past this craziness over the next month. There's going to be a new series on my channel that a lot of you have asked for. I don't know if I don't think it's anybody in the chat room, but a lot of commenters on the channel have been asking for this. And I guess if enough people ask, I'm finally gonna do it. And I'm kind of interesting because it'd be fun to document something like that. But yeah, I'll be the first person to actually go into real good detail on. We'll just say it's about Arch Linux. I used to use GNOME there. I used GNOME for about the first year and a half of my Arch installation on my main rig here. And I can't remember what version made me mad. It was the one version where all the icons in the were ridiculously huge, and I couldn't get them because I like the 32 by 32 icon set. I just don't like big icons. And I got upset with GNOME because every time, especially in the Arch world, it seemed like every time I updated, my desktop environment changed. To the point, that was the only thing. I don't hate GNOME. I just didn't like, at least in the Arch environment, every time I was updating, my desktop environment was changing in drastic ways. My extensions were breaking. I had to fix those. My themes were breaking. I had to fix those. And there was too much maintenance during updates. And when I went to Mate, heck, there hasn't even been any new updates to it in quite a while now. So I've been on it for about a year now, and I like the OS not changing too much. At least I installed the GNOME, Ubuntu GNOME on one of my parents' machine. And because of how their release is, it stayed the same, and I kind of like it. I really like it. See, I don't remember the installer. Because most of the time I don't even watch the installers. I'm not even looking at it now. I hate GNOME 3. Yeah. Well, I think the developers wanted to move in a new direction. And when you think about it, even in the Windows world, Windows still has that same look and familiarity, at least since Windows 95 that's been developing. It's still there. Close button, next button, pretty much menus are the same. It's still there. How about Cinnamon? I haven't had much time with Cinnamon. I did put that on my stepmom's computer. And I played around with it. It kind of reminds me of. It definitely has got like an XP feel to me. It's got a very familiar feel to it.
Cinnamon is basic.
It's one of those ones. If I'm gonna convert people like her, she understands that.
That's why I had someone get Linux Mint Cinnamon, and they said they love it. It's simple, it's easy to use, there's no other extra crap to put onto it. It's just everything works right out of the new install.
So what did you put on mine?
You have Mate, which, by the way, Roy, the new update's up. So within the next week, I'm going to come over there and we're going to get you updated and see if we can fix that Cups printer issue.
Just don't F it up, dude.
I might do that. I just might do that for the fun of it, Roy.
You know I hate Windows.
Welcome to the club.
I see you survived my cooking, huh?
Yeah, I'm still alive.
How come your goddamn purple-haired picture's in the middle of your real picture?
Because I'm goofy that way, I guess. I don't know. No, I have not, Mr. Hamster.
Hey, did you get my email today?
Yeah, I did get your email. And yeah, I don't know what Mark did. You'd have to talk to him about it, but I think Mark's muted in here right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I gotta go take care of my dog that got clipped today, so I'm gonna be signing off.
Unmuted.
All right, it's good to hear from you, bud.
Take care and pick up all the new pieces.
Will do.
Unmuted.
I forgot he still has speakers. He had speakers there. Mate has something like Gnome Shell activities. Not really. Not really. They call it... Yeah. Was it the places section, I guess you would call? It's the places. To see all windows open. That is a good question. I don't know. Do you guys know?
Is that like a glorified Alt Tab?
Well, in GNOME, when you went to the activities, yeah, basically, yeah, if you're on Windows, it's kind of the same thing, but it laid it out like it would like move them and shape them in different places.
I think there's a hotkey to evoke that because it does it through Compiz.
Yeah, I would have to say it'd have to be Compiz because I don't use that Compiz on my main rig. I'm using, what is it, Compton.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to break out Decomp Editor to make Mate do what I want right now.
So you're getting a serious tweaking done now, right?
Yeah, I'm just really trying to get it right where I want it because I got in such a habit of putting the taskbar on the left side, even on my Windows boxes, because it saves vertical space, especially for web browsers and all that. And the problem is with Mate is some of the icons will not rotate, or they'll be completely sideways. Like the clock is completely screwed up right now, and I'm trying to figure out if there's a way I could rotate that, and apparently decomp is a way.
What if you tried to change with the settings of that new mutiny setting?
Mutiny?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It's in the
would
tweak.
like to mention-
It's in the tweak settings.
I would like to mention what issue I run into with Mate. It's just when you start using Compiz, it always wants to go up to the top left of the screen, even though you have the taskbar at the top. It cuts off where you put the mouse over the top of the window to move it.
Okay.
It becomes very annoying.
I'm guessing that must be a side option because I don't have that problem on my Arch.
Only with me.
You're one of those people that will find the weird, annoying thing out of everything, and you get it, you find it, and you're like, what the hell's going on, man?
It just it gets very annoying and upsetting.
Oh, favorite anime: Full Metal Alchemist.
For me, it's either Gurren Lagann or Kill la Kill.
JD, you watching anime? Are you a weeboo too? Oh, I think I pissed him off with that one. Oh, the wife sent me a message. Oh boy. Oh. Well, you were just in here. Where'd you go? Okay. Is there any way to filter certain pictures on Facebook, guys?
You mean like change you can see it, privacy settings?
Like, can I like remain Tommy's friend, but like, you know, not have his images in my feed?
You could change your in your feed. That's a little trickier. There is an option for that somewhere.
Yeah.
I think you just have to change the priority that he's placed in your feed.
All right, let's restart this. I am excited. This is what I was waiting for. Please remove installation media and press enter. Thank you. Okay. Let's see what happens here. I'm guessing because default Ubuntu worked just fine. I'm guessing Mate. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood. Should boot just as fine. I would like to be able to do something with this laptop because this poor thing, I bought it brand new and used it for like 3 months and then its life has been stuck in a closet. Just don't know what I would do with it. Okay. First things first, once it gets booted up here, is I definitely need to change the video settings. Okay. I think we're almost there. Come on, you're almost there. And... oh, this is interesting. Okay, so the categories, each thing in a category now. But I need is... where did they hide the video settings now? Additional drivers. Appearance, no, it wouldn't be under there. Where did they move those settings? Control center. Oh, I've got... oh, it's over there. I'm looking on the wrong monitor. I need it to mirror displays right now. This is too much. Okay. I'll change this to 720. I can't see it because my face is in the way. There it is. And I just want to mirror. There we go. Keep this configuration. And change the setting on OBS again to the right resolution. And away we go. It's on that one. Okay. There we
Hamster
go.
back. I did see Mr. Robot. That show was pretty good.
God, that was that brings back memories. Okay, usually when I start with my Ubuntu Mate's World of Fun, I like to, I don't know, change it up a bit. So, first thing I like to do is delete that panel, get it off my screen. Goodbye. Then we're going to go up here and change this one. Shrink it down a bit. Okay, close. And properties. Nope, I can't shrink it any more than I want to add to this one. Okay, so I still see it's doing that same video graphic glitch. So that's definitely HDMI output on this laptop. Good to know. Good to know. Let's see, what do I want to throw on here? I want the main menu, right? Yeah. And then we can remove that one. There we go. And quit tweaking out, man. Okay. And I want window list. Okay, I'll move you over there. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Now this says, see, how come I can't do this with regular Ubuntu? I'm actually sitting here customizing it and seeing how I want this. Okay, so let's adjust my look and feel now.
This is why we were watching that Linux Section podcast. He said it was the best Ubuntu they've ever made. And I thought right back to this, back when Ubuntu had GNOME, where you could move everything.
Yeah, yeah. Those were the good old days. Remember them? When you could actually customize the OS out of the box without having to install tweak tools? Which reminds me, I think this has a tweak tool in it too now.
Oh man, I finally figured it out. The way it was rotating the clock, the text was literally 90 degrees. I just had to increase the icon size for it to resize. That was all it was.
Oh, something simple, right?
I didn't think it would be something that simple. It's Linux. Sometimes it has to be a bit complicated.
Very true. Okay, we don't want desktop icons at all. I don't like desktop icons. And yeah, it's under the interface options under your Mate tweak where you can do the mutiny, and that'll give you like a sidebar if that's what you were looking for. But I'm actually I can save my panel layout if I finish it here. Does this laptop have Bluetooth in it? Really? I didn't think it did.
Well, no, I had the Bluetooth icon too. I think my Wi-Fi card has Bluetooth, but I never use that. You can turn it off; it'll just disappear.
I just exited the dang thing. Okay, so the compositor. Oh, they now have a GPU compositor. Okay. This changes the game right here. I like this. Before, they only had their Marco. I would say Marco, how you would say it. But now they have Marco with GPU compositor. Because before they had this, and it kept screen tearing on YouTube. I'm just going to try this just to see what it does.
There is a search in Mate.
Okay.
Just answering a question in the chat.
I'm just curious if this helps my... Yeah, see? When I change stuff here. Now, it's still tweaking out, so let's try Compiz here. If it'll work.
Yeah, the advanced main menu has a search built in. I love it. Just evoke it using a super key. So is Mate Tweak built in?
Yeah.
I'm not sure I was fully paying attention.
Yeah,
I went through all this trouble setting up that panel, and he told me about Mutiny having that sidebar, and if it's actually what I'm after. Crap, I went through all that effort for nothing.
Yeah, I think you might have.
Mate is actually better.
I'm sure additional driver is going to be the same on this one as it was on regular Ubuntu. Yep. Well, let's see if it still comes up as unknown. Now, you said you had to go get the AMD drivers from... See, I don't know. See, under additional drivers, it just says using processor microcode firmware for AMD CPUs from AMD 64 microcode. Proprietary. I don't know. I don't know if it makes a difference or not.
I am so mad. I just wasted half an hour when all I had to do was switch to Mutiny. That is exactly what I was after. Oh my god.
And then you can move the panel wherever you want to, yeah.
Well, that was the thing. You kind of hated it on the Linux Action podcast that they basically made it look like Unity, but that's actually the layout I kind of like on my desktop.
But at least now
So
you can move it anywhere you want to, because you know what it is. It's just a panel customized to look like that. That's all it is.
Yeah, they just added in the mate dock, which is everything they basically did everything I did manually on the panel, but made it look a hell of a lot better.
Okay, let's see if they installed the Compiz tool by default here. Usually,
I don't think so.
Let's see, because they didn't on 1510, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did not here. No, I'm not seeing it in here. I guess I don't understand why they wouldn't put it in there. Huh. I mean, it does come with a dock. It's got Plank installed by default, but it's a dock. With this laptop, I didn't realize it was this old and this slow. It feels pretty chunky on me here. And let's go ahead and change this a little bit. I always like a little transparency on there. Here we go. Okay. Let me... Okay. I'm just kind of curious. Probably, I think I hit too many less ones there. 4. Okay. So I am going to have to install the, I think I had this problem, what is it, it's not the tweak tool for Compiz. What is it? I don't remember now. My brain's not working. Compiz configuration, is that really what it is? But what is the command for that? Okay, I can do it probably from there, but what is it called? Compiz? Just Compiz config? Is that all it is? Is that all it is? Nope, it's not called that. Let's see. Do you guys remember offhand?
I don't.
Because the program is called, is it? Let's see. Compiz config. Come on, what's the magical term here? What am I needing here? What am I missing? No, that's not helping me either. Would it really be that long? Make sure I spell configure, yeah. Okay, yeah, it's ridiculously long. It's comp biz dash settings dash manager. Don't give your apps ridiculous long titles, for especially when you're drunk and you're trying to set up your Mate. Yeah. See now I'm liking this. After just using Unity, I'm already starting to feel. I'm feeling this, man. I'm feeling this. I like this. Okay. So now it should be installed. Okay. Where does it put it? Probably under look and feel. Yep, there we go. Yay, I found it. Now, this is what I don't get. If they're going to give you comp biz, how come they don't give you the... Yeah. I don't understand, but it should already be in here. Okay. Everyone's favorite. Remember the wobbly windows? Okay. Uh-oh. What did I do? Don't think it's fully functional yet. I think I need it's got that one, it's got that one, it's got that one. I think I needed effects enabled though. Yeah. Because for some reason I'm missing, you know, I got it now, okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to, just for the fun of it. Oh, what's this? What is this thing here that's been hiding back here? So getting started introduction. No, we'll come back to that in a minute. Right now, I need to restart that video server real quick. Ah. I only use Chrome for things like Netflix. Now, see, that's a thing I haven't done. I can't watch movies on a computer. I mean, well, on a laptop, I mean. So when it comes to Netflix, it doesn't hurt me to use Netflix on, like, you know, a PlayStation or some type of gaming system. I think, heck, most TVs are coming with Netflix built into it, aren't they? Guess I'm talking to myself in this chat room.
No, were we asking what supported what?
Oh, I guess did JD Hart have to take off? I didn't even hear him say goodbye.
I don't know.
Okay, this is our lovely welcome screen that everyone's talking about here. You can donate. At least this money at least goes to the Mate project. It doesn't go to money hungry Canonical, or does it? I don't know. I hope not. They got a shop. I like this one a little bit better. Subscribe to welcome updates. But I'm the kind of person, you know, I'm just kind of curious what the chat room's got.
Oh my god, you're really going for XP look.
Woo, woo, woo. Actually, XP is my favorite operating system. Out of all the operating systems, the next XP is still my favorite.
Windows 2000.
Windows 2000 for you? I guess that's why I'm attracted to that look.
You really honestly like that grassy plain wallpaper though.
Oh
that
no,
low-res
that was just a random pick. I just randomly picked on the menu. Why am I on the wrong mouse? Let's see what else. I guess we can find a better background to make this a little bit better, you know. Yeah, because the default background pictures are not my favorite either. All right, let's see what's in the chat room. Okay, we're in the chat room. Hi. Live streaming this install on YouTube right now. Say hi.
JD Hot Mobile entered channel.
Okay.
Sorry, I disappeared.
And let's see, we need a good background, huh? So, let's go for, just type in hot anime girl wallpaper.
You would.
I'm sorry, I couldn't
Need to be
resist.
smaller.
I'm trying to think, let's see, I'm going to click on the first one that comes up. Well, not really the first one, but the first one I kind of like.
Try to find a wallpaper version of your banner there that you got on the wall.
Oh. All right, let's view this image, right?
Yeah, just to give you a small detail what I had to do.
It sounds like you're in a bathroom there.
Damn it.
Are you dumping a load right now? Mr. Woofa here in this chat room says, "Yeah, oh yeah, YouTube." I don't speak his language. Really? Did they disable right-clicking on the desktop? Really? No, this has got to be a glitch. I can't right-click on the desktop.
Works for me.
Right-clicking on the desktop here.
You broke it.
I broke it. Well, at least I go this way. Okay. Preferences, look and feel. I just want to change my background. Oh yeah, does this have let's customize this a bit.
JD Hot Mobile entered.
Maybe it doesn't work this time.
Irrelevant pancake. This is not hentai. That's not allowed on YouTube.
That depends on what, yeah. YouTube needs to be a little bit more liberal, you know? They need to give us an adult section, you know? There we go. There we go.
Or you could just go to Pornhub.
Well, yeah, there you go.
YouTube.
See, I'm already customizing this desktop. I'm loving it. Oh, my goodness. I don't know.
That cursor's not nearly big enough.
There are 79 people in this Ubuntu Mate chat server, and only one guy responded to me out of 79. It's not a very hopping place over here.
Yeah, I expected more, especially on a new launch day like this.
Yeah, there's nobody in there. One person replied to me, and there's no activity.
Sadly, IRC's become pretty niche.
Yeah, well, yeah. I've even tried running an IRC server. It's just old. It's only the diehards, you know, us diehards that really love it, stick with it. I need another beer.
I actually got a friend with a router that he installed. I can't remember which IRSSI, the IRC client, and he runs an IRC server on it on his home router.
On the yeah, I guess it wouldn't take much memory, would it? Or processing power with that.
Nope.
I mean, you could probably, yeah.
I can't wait to get my neighbor's router with DD word on it.
Sounds like you're up to something there. With the way that echo was in that bathroom. Are you not wanking a hentai in there, are you, bud?
It's not a bathroom, it's a stairway.
Oh. I don't know why it reminded me of a bathroom. Okay, well, yeah. As long as it's not a public place, right? Ah.
It's just in a stairwell, that's it.
Had to get out of the house.
Because other people are trying to sleep.
Well, someone says they're running IRC on a Raspberry Pi. Oh, well, okay, now we got a little activity in here. Still waiting on the Pi image yet. Oh, that's right, the Pi image. So I guess that hasn't been released yet as the Pi image, but I would expect a little delay on there, especially I wonder if the image is going to be 64-bit or 32-bit.
It's probably still going to be 32 for a while.
Yeah. Hey, YouTube didn't care. It took them 1 year to delete the video. I guess it depends on how many people flag it, right? It depends on how much it gets discovered.
So okay, we'll put porn on here. You guys just got to promise to not let this go viral, so it can stay up for a long time.
Yeah. We don't want we don't want Leafy to get a hold of it, man. He'll roast me or something. You know? Okay, I'm gonna stay away from that. I'm not getting into that. That's a whole nother discussion for. Yeah, not on my channel. It's not. Trying to stay away from all this shit right now. Yeah, yeah. Stay away from that YouTube mess. Yeah. Okay, well, I pretty much kind of customized this little bugger to where I would want it. Except I got those on there. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm really liking the Blackmate skin theme.
I haven't used any yet. See, I'm not into the black colors in my desktop environment. I just never have.
I just really like the dark
I don't think
colors.
this has probably
Application
changed.
forward.
No, haven't changed that at all.
Macro, go to my channel.
What's synapsis? What is this? Huh. Type to search. Music? Okay. Oh. Is there... There's got to be a hotkey for this. What happens if I hit the Windows key? I wonder... Can I customize this thing? This is kind of cool. I've never used this before. Huh. Just contact internet. There's got to be a way to customize it though. Actions, audio. There's got to be options for this thing. Do you know how to use a Synaptics thing? Have you ever used it before?
Synaptic Package Manager?
Let me see. Is that how I said it? It was synapsis? Synapse?
Synaptic?
Yeah. I know, nom.
It's not in there by default.
It's not?
No, they did away with that a few versions ago. It's easy enough to add back in.
Well, it's in here. I'm just trying to figure out how to use it. It's that one thing where you can type a search and it launches something. So if I go like game, let's try calculator. Okay. Did I just hit enter?
Oh, Synapse.
Okay, that's how
I've
you
never
say it.
used that. This is the first time I've actually heard of that.
Reason why I'm saying is because I would like that to be a hotkey to the super key. I think that would be great for...
There's got to be a way to do that. I'm using the advanced mate menu to do that, though. I just prefer that instead. It seems a lot quicker and it's out of the way.
Gotta be... Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Aha, here's some preferences. Control space, is that what brings it up? Okay, that's what it's defaulted to. Okay, so I want to change that to the super key. Uh-oh. I kill it. I think I killed it. I think I crashed her. Oh. Okay, I think it's snapping out of it now. So it won't let me do super key. Okay. What about... Do I have to control super key it? I want super key. God dang it. I want super key. Well, okay. How about that button? Okay. Well, you know, I could live with that. Yeah, I could live with that. Yeah. So if I want music. Yeah, I like that. I could get used to that. That's a nice little
Speaking
feature.
of crashing,
They never
I did
had that.
crash Linux again.
They had never had that version. This particular app in previous versions, I like this. This is something I could use. I might actually install this on my Archbox just because I like this. Yeah. Likey. That was a cool addition there. Everything else looks about the same. Take screenshot. Yeah, that's all about the same. Yeah, those are all still the same. I still love this tool. It's a fun little tool. And anybody say anything in here? Guess I'm not the only one. Well, I don't know. You can give it a try. I wonder who that is that just joined the IRC chat room. Do you know Quake? Yes, I do. I'm just not into the drop-down terminals. Which is a shortcut key for that work. Yep. I always like to make my terminals a little strange.
Hey,
Holy crap, my IP showed up in IPv6. I love that.
Nice. I noticed you kind of joined a certain chat room there, didn't you?
Yeah, had to go well out of my way to do that. Good God, the hex chat icon is huge on this theme.
Oh, what did you do to it? Oh, okay.
It's the Mutiny dock. Some of the icons just end up freaking huge on it. I'm going to have to do some work with it.
Can I still do transparency on that? Well, yeah. See, now this is starting to feel like home now. Starting to feel like home. And
hey, Anthony.
Under internet, what is it? Looks like the apps still here under internet are still the same. We got Firefox web browser, XChat of course, and Pigeon. I never really got into the Pigeon. I used it for a little bit, and I'm just not into instant messengers. It's all about Facebook now, right? It's nice for updates. Yeah, I guess you can see your point.
Over here.
Yeah, I guess I see your point. No, he's nom now. He's nomin. Okay. I'm sure LibreOffice is still the same. So we can try the spreadsheet version here. I mean, for an old laptop that's 6 years old, I'm actually impressed at Mate's being very, very quick with it. I am actually a little impressed with this old thing. It actually is like putting life into it.
Who'd have thunk?
Yeah. Who would have thunk? Version of LibreOffice is this? 5. Okay. Same version I'm running over here. And see, I like how my menus are back here instead of up here. I think someone has internet issues over there. Okay, so Office is still the same. Let's see if there's anything in here. Nope. No new apps in here except install PV. I'm sorry, I don't like VLC. Oh, I thought that was the right password. Okay. And you're probably wondering why. Why do you not like VLC? There's a reason. VLC can't play any of the raw footage from any of my video cameras. Not at all. MPV plays every one of them perfectly.
Also, its default color grading is terrible. It cannot display blacks properly.
Really? That kind of sucks.
So if you're a real stickler for quality, it's just kind of a false representation. It just kind of puts a gray haze on everything naturally.
Let's see. We've already got the chat over there in the chat. AnthWare sent me here. The chat has moved over to the IRC chat. They're like, "Oh, I'm on screen now." Woo!
Oh, I didn't even see this Retzma guy in the YouTube chat. Oh, man. They really have moved.
All right, system tools.
Been
Anything
trying
new in
to
here?
contact you over here.
And under system tools, yes, JD Hart, I know I tried to talk to you a minute ago, but you're not responding. Hello?
Damn it.
Okay. So far, this looks the same. We still got the same universal access. Yeah. So far, just kind of browsing through the menu here, the newest app is definitely this one. But, yeah. There we go. Yay, MPV's back. Drop videos to play here.
I had an interesting week with Linux last week.
Were you about to kill Linux?
Yes.
How bad were you going to kill it?
Probably go to another distro type of kill it.
Oh, what distro would you about? We're getting ready to kill.
Mint Mate.
Mint Mate. So what did it do to piss you off?
I installed an application and it uninstalled Xorg at the same time.
That's not a good thing.
No, it's not. So I had to install Xorg through freaking command line.
You know, excuse me. Nom nom. That's kind of interesting. The video that was supposed to go up today was going to be called Raspberry Pi chat server, and yeah, it's up there. And I kind of got the image set the way I want it to, but yeah, it's. I had it running for about 2 months, but nobody. I put the word out there, nobody joined it, so I said, all right, screw the IRC, and then I started doing. That's when I created the Mumble server that we're in now.
Oh, cool.
Plus, it's kind of fun just to talk this way. Although it can be kind of like I'm sitting there watching a good YouTube video, and then you guys jump in. No, I'm just kidding. I love hearing from you guys.
Thanks, Anthony. I appreciate it.
I'm just joking, man. I'm sorry. I love you, bro.
I'm never offended by anything. I'm desensitized to all of it.
I just go along to joke, and I just keep getting more cruel with it. That's how I am.
Oh, I need something to connect to. I'm kind of curious. I'm sure it probably works the same as the other one, but still do SSH. Yep.
Remember the time you were trying to get me to do SSH? I'm still freaking confused about it.
Well, that'd be something interesting to test. I wonder if... Let me see here. What do we got? 03. Lovely. I hate it when I got that one. But I'm wondering if SSH is enabled by default or not. I'm going to try to connect to it from the other machine.
It's normally not on the desktop versions, but I guess they made a channel on Freenode for the stream.
Let's see. Join a channel. Is it just AnthWare live stream? Okay. Did I do that wrong? Yep, I did. Forgot the R in it. Try that again. I wonder if it shows up in the channel list.
I think the Diabetic Geek should be in this too.
You know, I miss his... I don't know what happened to him. He just disappeared again.
Hopefully he's okay.
That's what it makes me wonder, because every time he makes a disappearance off the internet, his health goes to crap. Anime, wow, there's a lot of streams in here. Well, not a lot of streams, a lot of chat rooms. But I don't see mine popping up on there. Nope. Unless I passed it and just not saying, I'll just manually joined.
No, your list was queried when you joined the server, so it's not updated.
Oh, gotcha.
Jason Phillips, perfect Linux OS for Raspberry Pi 2B+. That is a loaded question, because what exactly are you looking for? What would be perfect for you?
You know, I'm kind of curious to see when the Pi image comes out for this. I might try it out. Give me an excuse to bust out the camera and dust it off. Got to get some filming done. Let's see.
I'm still I still want to go after the Odroid XU4.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't know what it is about the Raspberry Pi. I think it just doesn't have enough processing power.
It doesn't. Well, not so much processing power, but RAM at the moment is what seems to hold back the most. You can't think of it as a desktop machine. It just isn't made for that.
It's not? Well, I guess it depends on what you're going to do with it. I don't know. In some people's situation, I'm still kind of curious about that Pine 64. And by the way, they sent me the wrong model. They sent me the 1 gigabyte version, and I requested the 2.
Oh man.
Yeah, and then on top of it, that one, you know, if you saw the vlog where it was kind of bent, I'm just like, I'm not impressed. You send me the wrong one. The thing's freaking bent.
Yeah, the Odroid XU4, I want to be able to have a NAS media encoding server.
Yeah.
That's all I want it for.
That'd be interesting.
What version of disk is in here? Oh.
If that could actually be GPU accelerated, that could actually work really well.
They actually put, okay, so this was, I don't remember if this was in the old one or two, the GNOME disks. Of course, then again, I'm running Arch. I had to install that manually, didn't I? So if I want to, let's pop in a USB thumb drive here.
Anthony,
Uh-huh.
there is an application out there called AppGrid. See if it works on that.
Okay. Sudo apt get install. Just appgrid, one word.
Not via terminal.
Try that. Nope.
Remember,
first
guys, I like to
thing-
get gooey.
The first thing under the Discovered More software tab in the Software Boutique is AppGrid.
I don't want to go that route. Oh, okay. Thank you for warning me.
They also list something, it's just called software. I don't know if it's Mate based or not. And then they have, as a last option, Ubuntu Software Center.
As
AppGrid
an
is
option,
the
right?
next best. AppGrid is the next best thing you can get.
That's what I just
Works on
said.
Linux
Boutique has a lot of potential,
Oh.
though, if they actually clean it up a bit. Well, it's clean, it's just, there's no search function built in.
Okay, so I just got to add that. And now I should be able to get the AppGrid in there.
You had to add the PPA, right?
Yep. I'm sorry. I'm a terminal guy. I just naturally go to it. It's home.
I've been using it more.
Okay, did I spell it wrong? Oh, I forgot to update. Never
APP
mind.
Grid.
I figured out what my mistake was. I forgot to update it first.
I'm actually gonna have to watch this whole stream.
I don't know how long. Let's see. I started at about close to 6, wasn't it? No, 6:45 or 5:45.
Yep.
Going about 2 hours.
And get this, my phone is finally getting down towards 23%.
You're killing it, huh?
Pretty much.
Now it should find it. Yes. See, I've never actually used AppGrid because you brought it up in the podcast and said, hey, check this out. And I'm like, okay, what is this? And, see, I've always been, I guess it's because I live in the Arch world. I'm just say command line. Give me the command and let me do it through the terminal, please.
I like to get gooey.
See how I like this? Because I've never actually used it. But if I like it, maybe it's something I can install on other people's machines. Because
almost everything
Ubuntu
is
Mate
there.
has this really neat welcome center area. And, well, I think you can install stuff from this thing. Someone.
Yeah, I actually recommended app when I first used it with
Software.
50.
What's the sheep?
That's how I knew about it. I said, oh crap.
Okay, so let's go ahead and launch this thing. Okay.
Man, this is
Yep.
definitely doing something right. My laptop is running so much faster than Ubuntu 15.10 did, and I haven't even put on the graphics drivers yet.
I got the basic graphic drivers that they're including, but I'm actually I'm not disappointed.
I'm just using Xorg Nouveau, and it's running stupid smooth.
Even on this old machine, it's.
I'm going to have to
it's-
try the reinst again and see where it goes.
I'm liking it on this old machine. I mean, it's much faster than Unity, that's for sure. What is this one? What the hell kind of game is this? Huh.
Anthony, you should try to get Wine and try to play that TH15 that I had you download.
TH15.
Remember?
Is that game you played in one of your videos?
Yep.
Because I'm sure it'll probably run Wine like a champ anyways. I'm not too worried. What's this task manager? What's so different about this task manager over other task managers? My God, okay. Yeah, if you want a real task manager, I'm going my way. Sorry. It's probably not installed. You're not going to let me do that, are you? You're going to let me kill it? Okay, killed it. All right. Another one of my favorite, of course, is my H-top. So I'm guessing it's probably not installed by default.
H-Top is awesome.
I love it. I love H-top. I don't know what I would do without it. Okay, let's see how this system is performing. It's got, of course, it's 2 little CPUs. It's not cranking too bad. And I've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 at least programs open there. CPU's up and down, up and down. Memory usage, I'm only using about 1 gigabyte. So that's not too bad. It's not using any swap yet. It's pretty good.
Ooh, thanks for reminding me. I have to disable swap.
Are you running SSD on that thing?
SSD and 16 gigs of RAM. I don't need swap.
Oh, yeah. That's something I might get for this old laptop, is throw an SSD in it. But I'm just kind of screwing around here, and I know I crashed you. And I'm liking this. I am liking this. I wonder if it'll screen tear, though. Let's see how this goes. Oh. tearing test. Let's see. Because I know this was a problem. I always had to fix it on every Mate installation is screen tearing. No, I think it's okay. No, yes, it's fine. No screen tearing by default on Mate. Thank you. Thank you to the developers. For the last 2 versions, Mate has been plagued with screen tearing. Ubuntu Mate has been by default. Thank you for fixing this.
And this is on the AMD thing that's supposed to be really broken.
It's supposed to be. I
don't know. I'm gonna have to call BS on that because shenanigans. Yeah, you might have had an issue with it, and what you guys are seeing on the live stream is not actually what's happening here. It's something with this HDMI cable. I'm not using my normal one. It's an HDMI cable that's like 10 feet long, probably longer.
I will make a video about it.
There you go.
You can't learn Linux unless you experiment.
So it handles YouTube pretty well. Of course, I haven't really cranked it up to HD. It's already on HD. Yeah. Cool. But will it play a 4K video?
Right.
I'm just curious. I just want to see how it handles a 4K video. Okay. Farewell to the forest. Oh, it's an ad, isn't it? Yeah, it's an ad. I'm gonna advertise somebody else. Let's see. I just want 4K beauty of nature. Let's go ahead and get past that ad anyways. 201. Come on, skip ad. Okay.
I am sorry I used that.
All right, here we go. We're gonna take this 6-year-old laptop up to 4K on full screen. Let's see what happens here. See how bad this chokes. Oh, well, it actually looks really good for such an old screen. Still buffering though. Go ahead and play it. Hey, it's definitely not buttery smooth. Of course, then again, I think this video is time lapsed. It's playing it. It just buffers every 2 seconds. Of course, then again, I am live streaming. Let me pause it for a minute, let it think.
Check CPU usage, it'll be spiked.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I like that fade effect. It's really cool.
That's doing better than I thought it would.
Yeah, I mean both cores are really cranking it. But I'm actually surprised. Yeah. It's playing it. So you can run 4K. I mean the screen resolution's only at 720p anyways at the moment, so pushing 4K through that. Yeah, I'm actually impressed.
On a budget.
Lucky.
I don't think I could do that.
Decade old laptop GPU.
Yeah, exactly.
Lucky. My desktop can even do 4K without choking.
Of course, this thing does have a good amount of RAM in it. 4 gigabytes.
I have 8.
Oh. Shoot, I don't know what to tell you there. Go over here and see what the chat's been up to on this one.
It's a radio HD, that's why.
Oh, okay. So, I'm going to say, after kind of playing with this a little bit and just kind of screwing around with stuff, you know what? Let me see this thing real quick. I'm going to take this drive since I'm not going to use this for this. Let's go ahead and I got this free space here. Let's go ahead and add a partition on here. Don't overwrite it quick. Nope. I want it extended 4. And files. Shoot.
Oh man, have you seen the Google homepage today?
No, I haven't. What'd they do to it?
They did a Prince tribute, made it all purple and had rain.
Oh, God.
Yeah, because he died.
What? She's
Yeah, he
Prince
died.
died.
Today?
Yeah, I think
Yes.
yesterday. Yeah.
Oh, shit. See what happens when you don't pay attention to stuff. Yeah, actually, yeah, today's the first day. That sucks.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Not cool.
No, it's not. 57.
That's young. That's still young.
Still older than my dad, but I'm not getting into that subject.
Well, rest in peace.
Exactly. But I just need to upgrade my desktop big time.
I think what I'm going to do here, real quick on this machine, is I'm going to copy some files over onto this D card real quick. And with that one.
I worked on an AMD Duron laptop once. Didn't turn out so great in the end. It was an HP.
You know what I could do is try to G-part that, yeah. I don't know why this USB stick is being a pain in my butt, but it is.
G-Part is on AppGrid.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
Did you have
Thank
fun
you.
wherever you were at?
Well, my roommate set up his telescope and he hooked up his DSLR to it. Apparently, you can see Jupiter tonight.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty bright.
Too bad it's cloudy here.
Wah, wah, wah.
So yeah, not only Prince died, the pro wrestler, or at least former pro wrestler China, only 45 years old, died yesterday.
What is going on with the world, man?
It's like too many cool young people dying. Yeah.
And when you think about it, it's like, especially me, I'm thinking about it, like, oh man, I'm catching up to that age. You start to think about it.
Hopefully I'm not gonna die. I'm too cool. Nah.
Yeah, you'll probably make it past 50. You don't have too much to worry about.
I'm kind of
That's a long ass time anyway. Half a century. Jesus.
Yeah, you still got a ways to go, bud.
I'm 26 now. I'm a quarter way there.
Crap, roommate's yelling at me. Be right back.
So I'm going to delete these partitions. No, it still won't let me do it.
God, I can't get rid of this freaking cough tonight.
Is it just not good? Or are you feeling sick? Or
Nah, it's my allergies. All the trees are budding, all the flowers are coming out, and it's just ugh.
not a good time for you, huh? I'm looking for a USB stick.
Never is.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. You know what I'm gonna do? Where's my vlogging camera?
Oh, that was funny.
Where'd you
So
get
you
this,
know
Jupiter?
those those screen doors on those sliding doors. They look like they just
Yeah.
have that slide up and down. Apparently, it does lock on the outside, so I locked my roommate out.
Nice.
Oops.
Now what I'm going to test here is seeing how it handles just a typical SD card into the slot built into the laptop. Is there a blank in there? Yes, there is. Okay.
My God, that tells you don't use that thing much at the blankest.
No, I just want to keep dust out of my SD card slot. Okay, SD card slot works. Ubuntu Mate detected it just fine. Let's go ahead and see how it plays the video here. What's the most recent take? I don't remember what I'm vlogging here. Hopefully I don't pull up something weird here. Let's see. Oh, there's my dinner on the plane coming back to America. And that's HD 1080p 60 frames per second. It's not even choking it. Let's try another one. Okay, it is a little... Okay. It is having a little trouble with this one, actually. Just a little bit. But it is playing it. It's kind of like... Try a different one. Okay. Yeah, it is a little... dropping some frames there. It's definitely dropping some frames. And that's raw video, though, from the camera. Okay, cool. That test worked. I think I might be able to boost some life into this old laptop. I wonder if did they ever fix OpenShot?
No.
Is it still broken?
Oh, yeah. That's why I use KDen Live now.
How you liking that? See, the problem I had with the KDen Live, there's no, play button. You have to manually hit spacebar every time you want to watch your footage.
Oh, there's a play button. It's just hidden. It's just a square.
Oh, well, that's intuitive. Well, you know what? Let's no to that one.
And if you want to change your file destination, as soon as you click on that, it crashes.
Does it really? Holy cow, look at all the packages that thing's got to pull down. Woo-wee. That's a lot of packages.
But it works for me because I like using audio effects and such.
That'd be interesting. Let's see if this thing can run a video editor. I know. When I first got it, it could run Sony Vegas and edit the at least 720 with no problem.
Mine does 1080. If I do 1080 at 30.
Shotcut, that's a weird one.
Shotcut, I hate it.
It's a weird one. I give it that. It's not
I've
totally
even
bad.
tried Lives. Lives sucks.
So I am definitely going to edit my next vlog on my Linux system. So one of you will end up being right on what editor I use.
Well, I'll throw KDen Live on here. I know on the Arch version I had on here, I had Lightworks on it, and it did just fine. That was a thing. Lightworks, yeah. Every time you go to log into the thing, it crashes from what I'm seeing in the forums. So they have some updating to do on their end now.
The thing is with KDN Live, you have to just not try to go to another file directory. Just don't do it.
Well, you need to go
Because
to... You need to go
it
to
goes
other file
into the KDen
directories.
Live folder.
What do you mean?
It automatically puts it into the KDN Live folder in your home folder, and that's it. Unless you can manually put it in, which I wouldn't doubt.
I'm sure you can. I don't see why you couldn't. I'm sure it's got options.
Well, when you go to click that options to select another folder, it just crashes the whole program, and you have to start over.
Oh. Well, that's lovely.
No, it's not lovely at all. When you have it all completed, then it crashes and you can't recover it all, then you have to do it all over. I'm trying to find that perfect video editor for me, but it seems like Lightworks would be the perfect one, though. Just have to pay for it.
Well, even then, if they let you do 720p for free, which I think in your situation I know I've seen the videos. I think that'd be perfect for you.
Not only that, I can upscale it with Handbrake.
And there you go.
it would just take longer to upload it.
Tripping PC in the chat. Adobe Premiere on Linux. Are you talking through Wine?
I've never tried to run any of the Premiere products through Wine. Is
You
he
get
telling
all
the
the
truth,
codecs and
or
such
is
through
he
Wine.
trolling?
I can't imagine that works well because a lot of that likes having a CUDA acceleration, OpenCL. That's going to be hard to get through Wine, if not impossible.
If not impossible. I don't know. I've tried many programs in Wine. I've just never been happy with it.
Except that game I let you download.
Yeah, he was trolling us.
I thought so. I thought so.
You're a bastard. Just letting you know that.
Linux is cool people. For trolls, well, yeah, you just need to stay the fuck out. Simple as that.
Sorry, I'm calling your subscribers and viewers bastards, Anthony.
Oh.
Yeah, I apologize to you there, Anthony.
Okay, so...
I hate trolls. I hate them.
Really? I don't know. You can have fun with them too, you know.
Oh, I am a troll. Doesn't bother me.
Yeah. Reason why I know you hate trolls is when I came in under the mumble with a fake name and you flipped out.
I was like, what the hell?
As they say, welcome to the internet.
Hey, I was bullied a lot in school and all that, so...
Oh, that's
yeah,
something
I'm a
I
little
haven't
touchy.
tested yet. Okay, well, okay. Yeah, okay. I forgot this thing had a webcam in it. So, let's try to capture.
Hey, it's probably not as bad as what webcam I have.
Let's try capturing from the webcam. Let's see. So I'm not very familiar with this program at all. Where is the capture? Add color clip, add clip. What if I add clip and then can I hit record?
That was nice to see that for a second, though. On Kden had black magic support.
Let's see. I'm kind of curious.
It's like they're actually building themselves up for professional use.
Is it under? Oh, that's right. This is System D, isn't it? Yep.
How many viewers do we have right now?
I have no clue at the moment because I just have the chat room. And that's it.
Ew.
Currently 13, and I'm one of them.
Woohoo!
So what is this mounted to? I thought I mounted it. What the hell? Where's my other...
Put my video up there and it'd be viral.
Oh, maybe if I eject. Go. Take me there. There we go. I don't know why it disappeared there for a bit. Maybe now it should be under mount. Oh, where do they put it now? Where did they mount the SD cards now, huh? Discs. Let's see where it's mounted at. I guess I could go that route. Okay, so it is under media AnthWare. Okay, that's what I thought it was under media. Okay, I'm so used to Arch. That's where they're putting it now. Okay. Let's try. I think it's under here. Nope. Why did it?
Kind of weird though. You only have 13 people in.
What's so weird about it?
You have all them subscribers. You only have 13 people watching right now.
I was on a live stream on The Verge yesterday. They have 1.1 million subscribers, and they could only pull 1,000 people.
Not everyone's there at the same time. You got to realize that.
Live streams don't do well, typically.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. I mean, it is kind of framey. I mean, but I could in a pinch, I could edit on this thing. In a pinch.
Sorry, Anthony.
Yeah. In a pinch, you could edit on this thing. Yeah.
I mean, I got 52 subscribers and I have like 80,000 views, somewhere around that.
Let me add a clip.
I need more.
Okay, it is a little choppy there.
I can even hear that.
Yeah. Especially with the audio. But I mean, in a pinch, I could make it work. It'd be
What
one of
are you
those.
using again?
It'd be one of those things that like be like, oh, it's slow. But if I was like on a trip, I would just pick the clips I wanted, throw them on the timeline. I think I could actually use this to do. You know, if I'm on vacation or something, I could survive with this. Holy crap! You're right. These it's getting pretty warm.
And then your export time ends up being 5 hours. Yeah, in a pinch.
Well, let's see. Let's go ahead and render this off.
What are you using again?
See, when I was in Japan, I just did the little teaser videos, and they're usually not about a minute. So this is about 20 seconds. Let's see. We'll just do it as MP4. Yeah, do that. What's that bit rate? Is it 20,000? No, it's 2,000.
Sounds like KDN.
I'm just going to put it in that folder. Let's just throw it on the desktop for now. Description file rendering.
Can't help you're still running all that stuff in the background.
And render to file. Okay, to do a, what is this, about 30-second video? I'll say 23 seconds. Right? Yeah, 23 seconds. It says remaining time, 1 minute and 12 seconds. I mean, I'm really getting this thing cooking. Let's see how the stats are here and see how H-top's going now. It's like my regular computer. I have 100 things open at once. Huh? CPU cores, it's like it's using one core at a time. It's switching back and forth. Although on memory, I'm almost up to 2 gigs now. So here I am. A 6-year-old laptop. I'm rendering video, HD video, off of my vlogging camera. And it's not the greatest vlogging camera, but it's a vlogging camera. It's not 4K. 1080p 60. Rendering a video while running a bunch of tabs, internet going. So I think I could say I like this release of Mate. Not so much on the Unity. I couldn't stand. I don't think I made it 20 minutes in that thing, and I was gone.
I don't blame you.
The YouTube editor is almost better than this. Yeah, that's kind of that's a good point. I guess that's a good thing if you had a good bandwidth or a good internet connection. Because when I was in Japan, the internet was the worst enemy. You know that mouse video I uploaded that I found at Yodobashi Camera? That video was rendered off in 720p and was about 300 megabytes. Took 3 hours to upload.
Freaking kidding me?
No.
Wow.
It took longer for
In a
it to
pinch.
upload than it did to make it. But yeah, in a pinch, your internet connection might be your worst enemy, especially on vacation. I still will never forget that hotel I stayed at back in Vlogger Fair. can't remember the name of the hotel, but it was in Washington. And it had the fastest internet I've ever seen in my life. I mean, having 20 megabits uploaded for me is a lot.
Anthony, where there's 30 minutes.
Doesn't sound like it at the moment the way you cut out there.
Not at home where I go for my glasses.
Sorry. As soon as you're talking about...
I know.
As soon as you start talking about internet speed, you just kept cutting out there.
All right, smart ass.
All right, ladies.
On an old MacBook. That'd be interesting. Yeah, throw it on a MacBook. I'd be kind of curious to see how that works out for you. Do you make videos, by the way? Let me see if he makes videos, just in case he does do something like that. He's got 1 subscriber. Hey, your channel winner ran away.
Then I would name it my Ubuntu.
Mr. Nom Nom, what do you do? He does Linux stuff, but I don't know. Your channel description is not in English. I have no clue what it says. What about Mr. PC here? My super channel on YouTube. Tripping PC. And Mr. Pancake, yeah, doesn't have a description. Okay, let's see if that rendering. It's still taking its time. I'm kind of curious to see how the rendering options goes, and let's really push this thing to limit.
I still need to give my channel a description yet.
I guess we gotta. If we're gonna push this. Let's push this laptop. Let's see if we can get her to crash now. Rendering a video. We're gonna run Open Office. Let's open everything here. Just open it all. Let's do it. We need Rhythm Box in there. Let's see sound.
Simon Time Music Player.
Source statistics. Graphics. Shot well. Okay. Oh wow. It's still going. Oh, it's actually pretty smooth. It's still yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's still running pretty good.
Windows blue screened already.
And I'm only using 2 gigs, so I haven't really maxed her out yet. Open that one. Oh heck, we'll open an Office Draw there. Pigeon Instant Messenger, why not? Text editor, we need a text editor up in here. Okay, that looks ugly. The default color is the text editor. Yeah, I don't like that. Just go normal. There we go.
That's what I think of Windows.
Image meter. Okay, we're still going. Let's
Sorry, that was immature.
Okay, we're up to see how that video is rendering. If I can find it now. Where the hell did it go? Where's Katie in live here? I've lost it. I've seriously lost it. Where'd you go? There you are. Well, okay, yeah. I'm working hard here. As they would say, I've got. Oh well, I guess we can have this play a video too, right? Wow, I'm impressed. I mean, there's like no choke. I'm switching between all these apps I have open, and it's not choking it. It's still. Well, oh yeah, here we go. We're gonna choke it. We got to run a YouTube video. So.
I can't believe an old dual core's doing. Old Turion's doing that well. I'm actually pretty impressed by this.
Well, no, let's load my webpage. This thing has like 10 Flash videos on it. It's still scrolling the page just like there's nothing. What if you play a video?
Yeah, I'm going to have to really dive into it. really gonna have to dive into it now because yeah.
Well, the video's running HD. It is a little choppy. It's having trouble now. It's having trouble playing the video in a web page, but still, I can scroll through the page like and there's no problem. Yeah. Huh, cool.
The old laptop video.
There it goes. Now it's playing. Yeah. There you go. Playing a video in the background while it's rendering a video. And yeah, this is nuts. Yeah. Cool. Pushing her to her limits here, folks. And I haven't even... It's not even choking. It's very smooth still. See, these old computers are not pieces of crap. They're still good.
I'm gonna have to try it.
What, a dual core? Or, I mean, Mate? Ubuntu?
Yep, I'm gonna have to try it again and just try to get it to run.
Yeah, I'm gonna need another beer here. I can't believe... Oh, it's 8:20. I think after a little bit here, I'm gonna have to definitely kill this live stream. Sadly enough.
Yeah, I'm at 10% battery now.
I have to go to that lovely place called work tomorrow. I need to have another beer. I at least want to see this thing finish rendering the video file and see how it turns out. I gotta see how
another
that
beer
turns
this
out.
late.
Oh, that's right. You're on the east. You're in a different time zone. So 8 o'clock here. It's not. Yeah, it's still early.
It's 10:22 here.
I'm kind of curious. Let's see. Now that we've really got this thing cranking to the video, both of its cores are cranked now. Yeah, it's getting warm too. I mean, it's not hot, but it is warm. Oh, that was another thing I wanted to test. Why not? Since we're here, does this? I wonder if they have. Oh, it comes with cheese. I just want to see if it detects the webcam. I did not test that yet. Con pie. Webcam works. Let's go ahead and record a video too while we're at it, huh? So here we are. I'm recording a video on this 6-year-old laptop. While it's rendering a video, has 100 things open. Not 100, but a lot of things open. It's playing a YouTube video in the background. And it looks like it's holding pretty well. So we'll see how this clip works. Go ahead and stop it. Okay.
This is some kind of witchcraft.
This is cool.
What I'm saying. It really has to be prioritized in the 4-gram app or something. How the hell?
Oh, there we go. I'm running the webcam. It's playing the video just as
Especially
good as I recorded it. How's the audio on that thing? That's not bad. So it is detecting the built-in microphone in the laptop. You know, there might be life. This is actually bringing life to this old thing. Cool.
A Duron. Come on.
I hear something playing
What's
in the
Intel
background.
again?
Oh, that's right. That was the YouTube video. I'm like, I hear my own voice playing somewhere.
What is Intel again?
What do you mean, Intel?
Yeah, what is it?
It's Intel. Oh, you mean the processor in this laptop?
I know it's an AMD Duron, but I'm just making a joke here. What's Intel again?
I like Intel. What's wrong with it?
Overpriced.
It depends on the version you get.
No one will disagree there.
I mean, if you could get the same performance for half us, why not do it?
Except AMD's slacking off and you don't get the same performance anymore.
Although,
Good point.
yeah, you got to realize this is a 6-year-old AMD. I mean, AMD, you know, has had AMD has had its phases. It has its good waves and its bad waves throughout the years. Of course, then I guess Intel is too.
Like the X2 was what, Core 2 Duo era?
Yeah, but for example, I don't know. I'm not liking the FXs as much as I used to like the Phenoms, you know, and And it's just,
The FX8320 would have been your best bet.
yeah, the FX one that I got, yeah. I guess got the bad apple out of them. And that happens with AMD.
Here's what happened with the recent FX chips, anything like 6000, 8350, 9590. They started out as Opterons. And AMD engineers did not want to purpose them as desktop chips, but the marketing guys insisted on it so they could sell a high-core part to compete with 4-core hyper-threaded Intel parts. They just don't have the performance per core that Intel does. But in multi-threading, they really show their own.
Well, I mean,
Problem is they overheat.
well, I mean, all processors. To me, it depends on the living environment. You get here on a hot summer day, and it's 90 to 100 degrees in the house. It doesn't matter what kind of CPU coolant you got. That thing's gonna overheat. It's just gonna. And that's usually my situation, because I can't cool that living environment.
Even overheating, AMDs take a freaking beating. I had an X2 that cooler was completely clogged with dust. I went to a LAN party. I heated up the whole corner of the room. Next thing I knew, my chip was running 90 degrees Celsius. Guess what? That chip still runs to this day. And apparently I was running it for a few months like that. They can take the heat.
Well, except for the one I used to have on the TV PC before I went for the smaller one. I used to have a Phenom on there. The fan died. I didn't know you could melt them. It melted the CPU fan. Literally melted it.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how hot it got. And
That's impressive.
I'm not sure how long it was running like that, because that fan could have been dead for weeks. You know what I mean? And just slowly melting the plastic, and then one day it just didn't, turn on anymore. It wouldn't boot. And I'm like, oh, well, go in there and maybe I just need to dust it. Well, yeah. It didn't need the dusting, and all of a sudden I go in there and the CPU fan was literally melted. Cool. I mean, it was one of my favorite processors too, because
That's insane.
I had that CPU for 4 years, and we had a lot of memories together.
Someone needs to send me a Phenom. Just send me one. Maybe I can punch out better videos.
All right, let's see. Is my makeshift video done rendering on this thing yet? Okay, it's done. Let's go ahead and play this, right? Excuse me. So put it in that folder, okay. Okay, Kitty and Live folder. And I didn't give it a name, all right. Let's see. Oh, I don't like that player. Let's change that. I don't like that player. I want that player. Okay. This is exactly the way I edited it. It's plain butter smooth. There's me standing in the snow. I guess you have to wait for the vlog to come out to see what this is all about. But yeah. I'll tweak you at the end, but that wasn't bad. I think it did all right. I think I could definitely use it. All right, let's take this down to glory. Let's just give it the easy way out to shut her down. There we go. It'll shut down in about a minute. So anyway, guys, I guess I'll kind of read through the comments one real last time. Might throttle down. Just might take one AMD. Yeah, AMD. Yeah, I agree with you. I've had good and bad AMD experiences, but I've also had them with Intel. I guess it depends on the quality of that particular run that you're using. It's not a good thing. It's not a bad thing. So my final thoughts. You guys got any final thoughts on Ubuntu 16.4 Mate, regular version? Anything you want to say about it?
I'm just gonna have to try it again.
Give it another try. Go ahead, give it another try, and see if your next experience is any better.
I will make a video about it. If anyone wants to see it, just come to my channel.
So far for me, pretty painless. Does take a bit of work to get it where I wanted to, but you have that option. You can move anything, and it's simple. Why use regular Ubuntu?
Yeah,
This is so much more lightweight. It is so much more capable out of box.
I agree.
I love it.
And as you saw what I did to this poor 6-year-old laptop, it gave it life it never had before. I actually had Arch on here before, and it choked really bad on Arch. I was really surprised with this Mate release. As far as the regular release, I'm sorry. I'm just not a Unity fan, so I'm just not into that. And I still hope Unity dies in a fire. I'm still pissed off that Canonical sold out to Microsoft and is sucking their penis. You know.
Me too.
But for the most part, this is a good release. This is definitely I'm gonna have to upgrade a few family members and friends to this particular version. And of course, you guys stay tuned. I know things are crazy and I'm behind in my videos, but I'm gonna be filming stuff. At least I'll have at least get the footage filmed up. I'll get some videos out there for you guys. So stay tuned. We'll have some vlogs. We got Japan vlogs, so we'll have regular vlogs going up, so you'll be able to see the experience with Roy and how his system goes. And still have to get that firewall installed into that thing. So stay tuned, guys. It's coming. You know how life is. At least tonight, I got some time to screw around and have a live show with you all. So I thank you all for tuning in. It was a great time. And thanks for the tip, PC. But yeah, we're getting ready to shut down. So you all have a good night. This has been Anthony from AnthWare, and from this time and every time on, folks, keep on clicking. You guys want to say anything to say goodbye?
Use Linux, people.
Use
Linux for the win.
And hopefully,
Linux for the win all day long.
and check us out. We'll be in the podcast hopefully soon. Maybe this weekend, next weekend, we'll record it. So look out for that as well. Good night, guys.